Earnest. It is beginning to rain in earnest. Ease. Our soccer team is expected to win this game with ease. Ecology. I am interested in the ecology of the forest. Economic. The economic sanctions could not prevent the development of the country. Economical. You can only save money if you are economical. Economics. Lily's son is studying economics at college. Economy. Many countries still have unstable economies. Edible. The results of the experiments have proved that these white fish are edible. Edition. This book has a 5th edition. Educate. Parents are always willing to pay out good money to educate their children at a good school. Effective. The new system will become effective next month. Efficient. This is a highly efficient new machine. Elbow. He elbowed his way through the crowd. Elderly. At present, many elderly people live idle lives. Elect. We elected him chairman. Election. His name will appear at the next election. Electricity. While I was doing my homework, the electricity went out. Electronic. This book is available in electronic version. Elementary. I think this question is elementary. Eligible. At last, Anne married Stephen, who was the most eligible bachelor. Eliminate. The present goal is to eliminate poverty and unnecessary expense. Eloquent. My professor is an eloquent speaker. Embarrass. The boy embarrassed his mother by his bad behavior. Embrace. Phoebe ran to embrace her mother as soon as she saw her. Emerge. Large-scale industry emerged only gradually as technology evolved. Emergency. The government declared a state of emergency. Eminent. Churchill was one of the world's most eminent statesmen. Emphasize. I would like to emphasize that we are ready to negotiate with you at any time. Employ. The company employed about 200 people. Empty. The next room is empty. Enable. Your help enabled me to finish the job in a short time. Enact. Many bills were enacted by Parliament recently. Enchant. I was enchanted by the way she smiled. Enclose. The forbidden city is enclosed by a high wall. Encounter. I encountered an old friend at the supermarket last night. Encourage. His tutor encouraged him in his research. Endeavor. Peter is a good husband who endeavors to please his beloved wife. Endow. Carl's son is endowed with an inventive mind. Endure. Helen could endure the insolence of her boss's behavior no longer. Enforce. A good father doesn't enforce his own will on his children. Engage. She was busily engaged in cleaning the house. Engineer. His father is a famous engineer. Enormous. They are confronted with enormous difficulty. Ensure. Can you ensure me of his honesty? Enthusiastic. David is still really enthusiastic about his new job. Entire. It took us an entire month to finish the work. Entrance. He did not pass the college entrance exam. Envoy. The United Nations dispatched a special envoy to the Middle East. Envy. Sophie couldn't conceal her envy at Anne's beauty. Equal. He said he was not equal to the job. Equation. After my teacher's explanations, I can understand this chemical equation. Equator. It is very hot in Singapore because it is near the equator. Equipment. The company has imported a new set of equipment. Equivalent. A meter is equivalent to 39.37 inches. Era. The revolution marked the beginning of a new era. Escape. She indulged in seeing movies as a way to escape the real world. Essay. An essay differs in form from a poem. Essence. Honesty is the essence of the girl's character. Essential. Water is essential to life. Establish. The university was established in 1960. Estimate. My estimate of the number of visitors was about 10,000. Eternal. Some people believe that God is eternal. Ethics. Ethics deals with moral conduct. Ethnic. Anne is keen on Xingang's ethnic dance. Evaluate. It is difficult for one to evaluate himself. Event. In any event, he will never give up his dream. Eventually. Anne eventually promised to marry the most persistent of her admirers. Evidence. I have no evidence that she lied. Evolution. Charles Darwin and Alfred Russel Wallace discovered evolution independently. Exactly. Tell me exactly what you think about what happened. Exaggerate. You had better take Carl's words with a grain of salt, as he always exaggerates. Examine. Having examined his motive, they found they misunderstood him. Excavate. The archaeologists excavated the ancient city of Troy. Accept. They all went to the party except the girl. Exception. Most students did quite well in the exam, but there were some exceptions. Exclaim. They exclaimed in delight when they knew their team won. Exclude. The club excluded people with weak hearts from membership. Excursion. The weather forecast is good for tomorrow, so we plan to go on an excursion. Excuse. Please excuse me if I did something wrong. Execute. Although your plan sounded good, we had difficulty in executing it. Exempt. In China, businessmen from Taiwan are exempted from some customs duties. Exercise. We should exercise action to stop the president from acquiring more power. Exhausted. After a whole day's work, I'm exhausted. Existence. Our company came into existence last year. Exit. The audience was asked to exit by the rear door. Expand. Trade between China and the USA has expanded greatly in recent years. Expect. You are expected to finish your task by the end of next month. Expenditure. It is reported that the government intends to cut expenditure on arms. Experience. The region has just experienced a serious earthquake. Explicit. Anne was quite explicit about why she parted with her boyfriend. Explode. Florida's population exploded after World War II. Explore. For us, Venice is a wonderful city to explore. Export. Australia is exporting coal to Japan. Express. She could not express her feelings of regret to her friends. Extend. In Taiwan, the hot weather usually extends into October. Extinct. Dinosaurs have been extinct for millions of years. Extinguish. Smoking is forbidden in our college library. Please extinguish your cigarettes. Extraordinary. Tom was quite happy to marry a girl of extraordinary beauty. Extreme. His extreme view has annoyed his friends.